This is the big laser cutter right here, and there are a few things that need to be in place to safely use this piece of equipment and make sure that it doesn't damage itself. So the first thing that we want to do is to make sure that the building exhaust system is turned on, and we'll just walk through to where that is. We've got this breaker right here, and you want to press this green button start. It may already be running, but that'll make sure that the exhaust fan is running, and which removes the vapors and the smoke from the laser cutter and exhausts it to the outside of the building. So that's step one. Building ventilation is on. Now the next thing is we want to make sure that there's airflow going to the laser head, and this is off. We want to make sure that this is on. It's probably going to be on. This morning when I came in, surprisingly it wasn't, so this is something that you need to consider. And next we'll come back into the laser room, and there's another on-off for this compressed air, and it's up here on the wall. And you want to make sure that this is also in the pass-through mode. So this is on, the air can come through. This is off. So if you see it like this, make sure the air is turned on, and you can leave it like that after you've done lasering. So those are the first two steps. The next thing is we're going to turn the laser machine on, and on the right hand side we've got the on-off button. So we're going to press and turn things on. So this starts up all the systems for the laser cutter, and now what we want to do is I recommend you open the door and just make sure that that compressed air is running through the laser head. So we open up the door, and you can hear it running, air running through, and just put your finger down there and you should feel some air running, being pushed out through the where the laser comes from. And don't worry, the laser is not going to accidentally activate when you do this, as it's prevented from running by virtue of the door being open. Okay, we've got building ventilation going. We've got the compressed air running through the head. The next thing is to check the water temperature. We've got a water temperature monitor here, and water is run through the tube for cooling, and it's important that the water temperature is 25 degrees or less. If you see this at 26 or 27, which could happen in the summer, you can't use the laser because it's possible to damage the laser tube. Now the last thing is that you're going to, if you take a look at this laser controller, when you start it up, it has some strange software behavior in it. It'll say system resetting, and you can wait a long time. You can short circuit that by pressing stop, and then it'll ask you continue to work after power cut, and you want to cancel on that too by pressing escape, and then now the laser cutter is good to go. So that concludes the startup procedure for the laser cutter.